Hi, China. How you doing today?
Fine.
Fine. Well, it's nice meeting you. My name is Miss Marbury. I'm here today just to discuss some things on you. I realized that a friend of yours called about something. So tell me what's going on.
Lately, I just been in my head. I really have. I've been down. I'm always alone. Everybody always come to me for everything. But when I need help, it's never nobody to be found.
And when you say nobody, are you talking about a specific person, specific people?
Just people in general. I think the hardest thing I've been finding is that I always try to love people through stuff, hoping that one day they could love me, that maybe if I do this, God will realize that I really am trying, even though I do make a lot of mistakes. But my good is never good enough.
Mm-hmm. So if you don't mind me asking, you are Christian?
Very much so. Preacher kid to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
Of the fivefold ministry.
Are you the only child?
I'm the oldest.
Of how many kids?
I have two other sisters.
Okay. If Miss China, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 30.
30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So based off of what you're telling me, you say that you don't feel good enough. What don't you feel good enough for? Is it through your actions of how you help people, or is it what people do to you and how you try to better your actions through it that's not good enough?
It's just that I always feel sad.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand why I feel the type of sadness that I do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm always, in a sense, sacrificing myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was always taught, if you treat people good, they treat you good. Do the right thing when no one is watching. But the reality of it is, no matter how good I treat people, it's never enough. Even with trying to love my mom, who is an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is about everybody, but when it's time for it to be about China, it's never me. I really sometimes just feel like I'm drowning. And the sad part is, I don't even think people would care if I do.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm glad you're taking the first step of getting help.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that you stated that your mom was an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind speaking on that a little bit more, how did you feel when your mom became an alcoholic?
I was a child when I noticed it. I was an adult when I understood it. I think what it is that my mom was failed as a child, so she looked for something that never looked for her back,
Mm-hmm.
and drinking became her friend.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a part of me that understand that, but it's a part of me that resent her, because once again, when do I be enough to be helped and loved and just understood?
Mm.
Sometimes I cry myself to sleep.
Mm.
I find myself always completing my work, but the moment I finish my work, whether it's school,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's class work, or whatever the case is,
Mm-hmm.
that's the only time I give myself grace to cry. And I get mad at myself for crying.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality of it is, I really do just feel alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working on myself, so I wouldn't say that it's a low self-esteem part of me,
Mm-hmm.
but it is a part of me that is starting to resent that people just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that I care about people, because in the church I always hear, God won't put on you more than what you can bear. I always hear, it's a heaven and hell, don't do this. But the reality of it is, I can't even go to the church to get the love that I need And the crazy part is I do love God. I have my own bond with God.
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't know who will see me this time.
So do you believe God loves you?
I know God loves me.
How would you describe your love that God loves you? How would you describe the love God has for you?
It's the patience, the peace. The fact that even in my storm right now, that feel like my world is coming down, that I actually have the heart to even interpret what I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's the times that I want nothing to do with the church,
Mm-hmm.
but I know, excuse me if I cry.
It's okay to cry. Would you like some tissue?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
China, you do not cry in front of people.
Don't tell yourself you can't cry in front of people. It's
I
okay
know.
to cry.
But in reality,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people just can't handle my emotions.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, with God, I know that He is my present help in need.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's hard talking to, I guess, a spirit. I be in battle with that. I know that God is real, but it's times that my flesh crave a hug and I can't get that hug.
Mm-hmm.
It's times that I need somebody to tell me it's just gonna be okay without me telling them that it's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What was
No,
your
you're
other
totally
question?
fine.
Okay.
Because it's okay to cry.
Mm.
Whatever you're facing, this is an open, safe, open place. No judgment zone or anything. So whatever you have to tell me and speak over your mind, I'm here to listen and help you the best way that I can, Miss China. So,
Thank you.
with your family history, I noticed that you grew up in a church. Can you tell me the name of your church?
Mm-hmm. Church of Deliverance of the Apostolic Faith.
Mm-hmm. Now, you're a preacher's kid.
Mm-hmm.
While you're a preacher's kid, through your parents, grandparents?
I say through my grandparents, but they were my parents.
Mm. Can you explain on that a little bit more?
Yes. Neither my mom or my dad raised me.
Mm-hmm.
It would be my grandparents who loved me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost like them telling you that you're cute. But every guy you like, whether they're your type, never tell you or choose you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I feel like they tell me stuff they're supposed to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But they were wonderful people.
Mm-hmm.
Especially my late grandfather. I wouldn't be half of who I am if he didn't instill some of his wisdom into me.
Mm-hmm.
But now that he's out of my life,
Mm-hmm.
and then the world is just going, the dynamics are changing.
Mm-hmm.
I find myself drowning,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I don't even see shore.
Right.
So I need the help. Not that I want to hurt myself,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't articulate how painful life has been for me lately.
So, how would you give me 3 words that you would describe yourself in the current situation that you're facing now?
Hopeless,
Mm-hmm.
a failure,
Mm-hmm.
a survivor.
Can you give me 3 words that your granddad would describe you as?
Resilient, worthy, important.
Thank you, Miss China. So, with that exercise I just did with you was, you heard that saying that, words do have importance on them.
Mm-hmm.
So, throughout this conversation, me listening, I could tell that your granddad is very important to you. And that not only just your granddad, but those around you who have loved on you properly are very important to you. Mm-hmm. So, I'm going to do this little assessment with you based off these numbers and colors right here. So with 1 being not difficult, 2 being somewhat difficult, and 3 being very difficult. So when you're feeling down, depressed, is it 1, 2, or 3?
3.
Okay. What about poor eating? Or do you eat, or do you sleep?
Do I look like I eat? I eat.
Okay, so on a scale of 1, 2, or 3, what would you say?
3 is the highest.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Okay. Do you have trouble falling asleep, or how's your sleeping habit?
I don't have a problem with falling asleep, but I do wake up in different times of the morning.
Okay. What are those different times?
3.
3 in the morning, 3 p.m.
3 a.m.
Okay.
5 a.m. Really, when the world is sleep, it's normally when I'm up.
Okay. Feeling bad about yourself?
I say a 2 with that.
Okay.
I have my days, and then it's sometimes the guy that I do love right now, I do feel rejected. So of course, a part of me, I know that he likes everything else about me, but I'm starting to think that my looks just don't make the cut, which is crazy because I'm not low self-esteem.
With this current guy, how did you meet him?
It was kids. We were kids. And I loved everything about him, if I could recall, from the first time. And now I'm 30, it grew.
So do you believe with those who, and correct me if I'm wrong, and if I am triggering you with any words that I say, please correct me. Do you feel triggered with people who more lust over you than love you?
Absolutely, but if I had to summarize, because he's the only man that I care about, so it's not that men are out here just hurting my feelings. It's why ain't I good enough to be chosen first? Why do everybody get to choose what they want? I watch people choose my siblings to help. I watch him choose who he want, and then when everybody get disappointed, then it's like they remember China and who I was. But why aren't I anybody first choice? Even my parents didn't choose me.
So, Miss China, do you believe that during this time that you're facing all these things, are you wanting to choose yourself more?
Absolutely. But I would like to choose myself without feeling guilty for not showing up for others. Sometimes I want to leave people where they hurt. Sometimes I want to leave people where they had me, excuse me, fucked up at.
Like I said, this is a safe zone.
But the reality of it is, that's where my religion come into play.
Because you don't want to go eye for eye.
There you go. But Lord knows I'm tired of not feeling like, why do I always have to walk in strength? I'm only strong when I'm weak. And if that's the case, why don't the world allow me a place where I can grieve? And I don't even know what healthy grieving is anymore. Because I think now I'm not grieving my grandfather as much. I'm grieving the parts of me that have to change. I'm grieving the woman in me that want to be free. I'm grieving the child in me who wanted that love or wanted that guy to pick her. So it's a lot of sadness.
So with that sadness, do you set boundaries? And if so, what do boundaries mean to you, or how do you set them?
I feel like I'm learning to set boundaries. Let's be realistic. Boundaries are not easy to set. And we're not talking about something as simple as maybe I'm setting boundaries for a coworker or boundaries for somebody I don't care about. It's the people I love the most that I let in my world the biggest. But those are the people I have to be guarded with the most. Those are the people that actually have stabbed me. Those are the people that you'll think will show up at the funeral but will never do it. And so it's really just more so of trying to learn how to let people be who they are but still love them in the ways that I'm capable of.
Understandable. So with that, when you move slowly, and when I say moving slowly, taking the steps to set those boundaries, start choosing yourself first, or just think about China within a moment. Would you say that's very difficult, somewhat difficult, or not difficult?
Very difficult. Nobody ever taught me how to put self first. As a child, I always remember treat people good, treat your neighbors good, care for your sisters, do this, do that. That nobody told me how to be China without feeling like I was failing other people for choosing me.
Okay. Have you ever had any thoughts of suicide on a scale of 1 to 3? Very difficult, somewhat difficult, not difficult?
I'd say somewhat. And what I mean by that, before you write that, because don't send the police officers to my house, I would like to explain what I'm saying. I think all of us get to a stage in life
Mm-hmm.
where you feel worthless.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't have the heart to kill myself.
I understand.
But it is days that I feel like I have begged God, what is my purpose? I've always heard that loving God meant suffering.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you suffer through this, surely you got a greater good.
Mm-hmm.
But at what point do I get to take my cape off?
Mm-hmm.
At what point do I get the husband, the kids, the friends,
Mm-hmm.
the success?
Mm-hmm.
At just one point, you know. So
Yeah.
of course I've thought
So you
about
have
it.
thoughts of it, but not actually attempt to try to.
Absolutely, I'm not. I don't have the heart to kill myself.
Okay.
Do you mind me sitting back a little bit?
Yes,
Okay.
that is totally fine.
Thank you.
Like I said, I just want to say thank you for welcoming me into your home. And this is your state, your comfortable space where, you know, if you need to get comfortable, just let me know.
What's a social worker?
A social worker? So, in my honesty opinion, I believe a social worker is somebody that advocates for people that they went through the same thing. It's not just a therapist or a counselor or CPS, because people think of social workers, they just think of children getting taken away from
Yeah, I
them.
have heard y'all was baby
Yeah.
snatchers.
Yeah, no, but we are like the heroes of the days.
Okay.
Where nobody feel like they could pick up themselves, we pick up them for them.
You ever felt how I felt before a little bit?
Yes, ma'am. I've sat where you were at, actually.
That kind of motivate me. You alright with me?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead. I got a meeting I gotta get to.
Okay, well, I have 2 more things and then we'll be finished.
Okay.
Alrighty. Have you ever overthinked, or how do you feel with your family and friends? Now, I know you stated that you feel worthless with your mom. With you being the oldest, how does that have an effect on you? For you to be the oldest child and have to set that example and guide your younger siblings, how does that make you feel?
At this point in my life, I am the mama. Not only am I my siblings' mama, but I'm learning my mama through the hurt child and her who need to be healed. Then I find myself understanding my grandma. I don't know if you're familiar with generational curses. I don't know why I was qualified to break those things. But what I will say is that it's a lot on my back trying to teach everybody how to correct their timeline so that by the time I do have daughters, hopefully in the future, that they don't have to heal past me.
How do you feel with friends?
I love my friends, but if I'm being honest, most of my friends are selfish. They never ask me how my day is before they pour on me with their day. Most days I water their plants, but in my life they bring lightning in mine. Sometimes it's annoying to know that I go out my way for people, but the one time I need you to show up for me, now you busy, now you going through, now you hurt. But I did have a lot of good days with them. So I know that they have a lot of good in them. But if I can be honest, they really are some selfish individuals. Even right now, I had to find a way to get in contact with you. Let it be them, I would have showed up. But once again, when it's me, I'm left to pick up the pieces. Just something I'm accustomed to.
Now, who was one person within your life that you could say you would call on?
My grandma. Now, it's always been my grandma and granddaddy were one. They were a married couple who was ordained by God. But even now, because my grandma have now taken over my granddaddy role, I'm left without a woman role, which is a nurturer. So I find myself talking to myself in third person to help me. But that's a lot of sadness because oftentimes the adult in me don't want to talk. It's the hurt parts of me that want to talk. And so trying to flip between the two, the comfort has been very overwhelming.
I understand. Well, I just want to say thank you for letting me come here today, and most importantly, thank you for taking the first step to realize that you need help, because it's okay with me to help. It's okay to talk to somebody that you may not know that understands what you're going through in your shoes. Was there anything else that you need or like to talk about within this moment?
No, because I know someone told me you'll give me resources.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for coming to me in my home. I didn't really feel like going to an office.
So our next date will be next weekend on Thursday, and I want to say it's nice meeting you.
Thank you.
And thank you again.
All right.